Hi guys, here's an update on what happened at the Maya versus John Hopkins trial. Now today they talked to Jack Kowalski again because they wanted to ask him about the presents that he would want to give to Maya. Now, if he wanted to leave gifts, he had to leave it with reception and it had to go through a process, who knows why. And so that's what he would do. Now, Maya had asked for a specific dress that she wanted, and so she tells her dad. He's like, okay, I will get this dress for you. And it was going to kind of be a surprise, just for the holidays so she could wear it. And so he goes and drops it off, and Maya never got the dress. It had been sitting in her social worker's office, Kathy Beatty, and it's probably still there. She doesn't know. Now, nobody knows why she kept those gifts, but a lot of it was kept in her office, and they still don't know why this lady kept her gifts. But again, this lady's kind of... So, anyway, Maya did take the stand today, and she did recollect a lot of the things that were happening to her at Johns Hopkins, and how she had very limited time outside of her room. She kept having to stay in her room. She did get to go out sometimes for, recreational, do arts and crafts, and she said that she couldn't talk to anybody. She tried to talk to this one girl, and they're like, don't you be talking to anybody again or else. And she was like, whoa, okay. So apparently she couldn't talk to anybody, and her parents couldn't really visit. Now, during this time, Maya's mom was prevented from visiting her, as you know. And if you want to know the whole story, you can go to my first video of this. I tell the whole story, and you can kind of get updated on that. But so the first night Maya was at the hospital, her parents were still there. Well, her dad came, and then her mom came later on. Now, while she was going to stay there before all the courts got involved, her mom's like, okay, you know what, I'm going to go because I need to get to work. And that would be the last time that Maya ever saw her mom again. And so she said that, I think it was around the holiday times or something, that the hospital would do like a mini little fundraiser, and they would give the kids some money if they wanted to go shopping at these little places. So she's like, okay. So she got about $20, and so she decided to go. She got her mom a necklace, and then she got her brother a little, toy Nerf thing, and then she got her dad some of his favorite mint candies, because that's all she really had left. Now, the necklace that she had gotten had the quote, I love you to the moon and back, and that's what her mother would say to her. Now, her mother always wore that necklace, and when they found her mother in the garage, she had been wearing the same necklace. So Maya had it on today as she was testifying, so that was just really emotional. I cried. So, it was just really heartbreaking to hear all this, and to hear that, she was pretty much restricted. There was a point where, the hospital, if you're staying for long periods of time, you have I think 30 days, and then you're moved to another room. Now, she said she basically stayed on the 7th floor, but there was one time where they told her, oh, you're going to get an EKG. And she's like, well, she didn't know what an EKG was. She's like, okay. And so they kept her in this one room for 48 hours. And they had a one of those, portable toilet things that you see in the hospitals for, people who have, trouble, getting up and walking. They'll put a toilet right by their beds. And they also had a video camera monitoring her. So she said they kind of kept the toilet pretty far away, because she didn't realize it till then, but she realized that, they were trying to see her get up and walk to the toilet, because they, quote unquote, still thought she was faking this. They were like, okay, she's totally faking this illness, and this is, she's just going to get up and walk. And she kept, pressing the buttons for the nurses to come, and they're like, we're busy. And there's one nurse who was very, very rude to her, and she said, you're gonna have to hold on for a second, okay? I'm busy with other patients. And she's like, whoa, okay. So Maya would end up messing up the bed because nobody would help her. Now, she did say there were a few nurses that were kind enough to help her, but it was just very rarely on those days where she didn't have help at all. And even, talking to her mom was like a big issue, because Kathy Beatty would be sitting right at the edge of her bed and paying attention to the whole conversation and interfering with the conversation when she didn't like hearing something, because there were rules that Beata had to abide by, and Maya, that they couldn't talk about, medication. They couldn't talk about this. They couldn't talk about that. It was basically, all they could say was, hi, I love you. Okay, goodbye. That was basically it. Now, it was just crazy because nobody knew why Kathy Beatty was so invested in Maya. She was just kind of a little obsessive over this little girl. Who knows? Nobody really knew. So anyway, that was Maya's whole experience. And they did do the plaintiff did do a proper questioning, which means that they are able to answer questions that aren't in the evidence, but they have evidence of, because it was more of a hearsay kind of thing. So that's what the plaintiff decided to do, her lawyer. So he talked to her about the whole essay incident and what she could remember. Now, she did remember the guy, but she couldn't remember all of him. She's like, he had a name tag. She can't remember if he wore a coat or not. He had a stethoscope around him. He had glasses and sandy blonde hair. That's all she could remember. She told the whole story, and that's what they did. Now, again, they can't bring this into evidence because the jury has already been prepped for this trial. This trial is already in the middle of things, and they can't really bring that in. But she can go to police if she wants to file a report. That's what she can do, and maybe something then could be done. But I don't know if it would even get to that point of being in court at this time, because again, the jury has already been prepped. So anyway, that was the whole day today. Now, it was, like I said, pretty emotional. Maya talked about her mom, how much she misses her, and how she just wanted to initially go home and be with her parents. She is thinking about college. She doesn't know which one she's going to go to yet, but she's looking forward to that and just trying to move forward as best she can. So like I said, it was a pretty emotional day. And so tomorrow the plaintiffs will question a few more people, and they should rest by Friday, and then it'll be the defense's turn. And so that is the rest of the week. Again, I will have more for you tomorrow, and I will be going live tomorrow from 8 to 10 and talking about true crime stories. So if you want to hear about those, please come and join me tomorrow from 8 to 10, and on Thursday as well. So I will talk to you guys later. Okay, bye. I kind of like this look. I think I should keep it. Okay, bye.